So guys, thank you all for coming. I sincerely appreciate it. You know, when I came up with the concept for High Spirits and wanted to create something, this is exactly the vibe that I was going for. A bunch of people, like-minded, chilling, hanging out, enjoying drinks with friends and socializing. And actually, there's no alcohol involved here. So this is a healthy drink. The flavor profiles are mature, and I want to thank you guys all again so much. So Meek, what would you say your favorite flavor? I know you've had a chance to taste them all.
Man, I think this mango passion fruit, I've had a lot of different types of CBD infused type drinks, and this one is the only one that I would like have in my fridge, you know? I'll say this much, like, we're all here sitting here hanging out having a good time, and we've all been drinking all night, and I've heard people ask for a second or a third one. You know what I mean? I can tell that this is the same type of party it would be if we were drinking, but like we're not drunk. You know what I mean? And that's what I think is the most interesting thing is the environment has still been a party, although no one has to worry about getting a designated driver, right?
Actually being on tour and drinking a non-alcoholic beverage, no hangovers, no none of that, just a chill, mellow, cool vibe.
And how many customers have you had say the same thing, that buy it just for that?
So you know what, we're brand new, we're just launching onto the market, but I have had this product tested with several different demographics, people that are in the cannabis space and very familiar, and then people that are completely unfamiliar. And the really crazy thing to me is the response from, you know, people like ourselves, people that are, you know, in the scene, and we like to go out and have a good time. And that was sort of what I expected. But then where I was surprised by this was the, you know, people that are our grandparents' age that are just now changing their minds on cannabis, that lived through the whole reefer madness and the slander of cannabis and hemp from the 30s, 40s, and really for the last 70 years. And to see them now changing their stance, approaching a product like High Spirits and being inquisitive and actually wanting to give it a try and seeing it as a benefit in their own lives, that's been really incredible. And that's been the biggest surprise to me, I'd say, thus far.
I could see that happening, you know, 9 times out of 10. Because when you drink this, I've had 3. I'm not, I can feel there is a difference, but I do not believe myself to be impaired. I can still. You've created another party drink, but you've also created another, like, I just got off of work and I want a chill drink. You know what I mean? I think it's really interesting.
Exactly, and you know, the important thing to point out here is that CBD is the non-psychoactive component of cannabis. So it's found in the hemp plant. It's legal to be served in all 50 states. And so, like you said, exactly, you're not going to be impaired. But what do we really look for when we go out to have drinks and consume alcohol? We look for that social lubricant. We look for that ability. You know, some people can just go out and socialize off the cuff, stone cold sober. Other people need that little bit of something to take them over the edge. And so I wanted to provide that same effect without alcohol. And that's the whole point of why I created this product.
So let me ask you this. Who do you think your target audience is? Who do you think the person that's going to buy this first is?
I think it'll be the audience that is already kind of entrenched in the mixology scene and likes a good, well-balanced, sort of mature drink. And there's been a big movement, even in the alcohol industry, for lower ABV, which stands for alcohol by volume. You'll see at a lot of bars that are getting recognized nationwide and internationally, their mocktail menu is actually what a lot of them are getting accredited and sort of getting some shine for. So the movement towards low ABV in general, we're in an era where people can research things. You know, literally we have an encyclopedia in our pockets with our smartphones.
You seem pretty knowledgeable. What are the health benefits of CBD?
Sure. So CBD is one. So the other important thing to note here is that CBD and THC are 2 of what we know to be several hundred cannabinoids. And they're the 2 most famous, they're the 2 most well-known, most well-studied, and most documented. And even at that, there's still a lot of work. We're just scratching the surface here as to what they actually do and how they work together in what's called the entourage effect. So what CBD is going to do for you if you consume, you know, anywhere between, let's say, one of these is 10 milligrams, so you have 2 to 3 drinks, you're at 20 to 30 milligrams, you're going to feel a little bit of anxiety relief. If you have any pain or inflammation, you might feel a slight reduction in that. You're going to feel a little bit more elevated and uplifted. And so our tagline for the brand is actually elevate the moment. So we want to help people elevate the moment, whether that's a graduation party, whether that's going out after work with friends. We want that moment, that socially engaging moment to be elevated.
Cheers to elevating the moment.
Elevate the moment. Thanks, man. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Thank you all again so much for coming. I sincerely appreciate it.
Yeah, it's hard. I don't know what, I wasn't expecting this. It's great. It tastes real good, smooth, you know. It ain't doing nothing to my stomach, so.
Definitely, my favorite flavor is definitely the Chipotle margarita, Chipotle grapefruit. And I love how these are really just optimized for flavor. It's not something with a lot of CBD products I've found, they're really not the best tasting. And this is something where it's literally ready to drink, right out the bottle, it tastes awesome. So, and I know you had like a favorite flavor too.
Yeah,
Is that
I really like the margarita one, but I just tried this one. This one's really good too. The mojito.
Yeah, mojito's my favorite.
Mojito, that's your favorite?
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, it
I have
tastes
not come up with my favorite yet. I'm still taste testing every single one of them. Fell in love with every single flavor. I'm kind of like a sweet guy sometimes,
one
so
was good, too.
the mango passion fruit daiquiri always hits the spot. But every now and again, if I'm feeling like a little Russian, I might go with that Moscow Mule. It just depends on how I'm feeling.
Yeah, they're literally all good.
wavy? I'm like so relaxed, and it's just a whole different experience than
Oh yeah, I'm
the
relaxed. I'm
typical,
feeling
like,
it.
yeah.
No, I can't stop smiling. Like I'm smiling.
Yeah.
Like I just can't.
Have a handful of these. If you have a handful of these, you might help like the bar, the people that work at the bar clean the bar up at the end of the night rather than like start a fist fight with the next group of people, you know?
That is true. Yeah, I had never tried it, like I said. I think it's
Right.
really cool. Like it's really different.
It's unique.
Yeah.
I never had nothing like this. Nothing. I'm lying. I did, but this is actually better than what I've had.
Yeah.
Really?
I've had other CBD infused drinks, and like this one actually.
Flavor is on
Yeah,
point.
the flavor is really good.
Yeah, and you
Different
just feel good. You just
varieties.
You're chilling. It's like,
I've seen a
Right.
lot of
I don't
I've seen
know
a
how
lot of
to-
companies put these types of beverages out and they just try to either blast it with a ton of CBD or they don't put hardly any in, but the ones that they put too much in, they just taste bitter and
Right.
they have that horrible flavor and you kind of get turned away from them. They're almost like medicine. You know how like kids when you're young you
You don't
take like
wanna
those
drink it.
cherry medicines and they just taste like garbage?
And some of those drinks too, you can like see the separation.
Oh,
with
yeah.
these, it's like literally made for flavor. And this is number 2 or 3 for me. I'm feeling pretty awesome. So-
yeah,
This is like my fourth.
seriously.
This is like my fourth.
Definitely 3 or 4 maybe.
Yeah.
Have you guys felt the effects of the CBD at all?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Describe those.
Just calm mind, kind of like in my body as well. I feel like it's very relaxed, kind of like almost like a warm and fuzzy, just like worry-free feeling.
Right.
Yeah, you described it best. I just said
Well said.
chilling.
Like
You
this-
described it way
Like
better
this
than
how
me.
chill it made me. I'm leaning up against this.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I was just
like,
chilling.
oh well. Oh well. That's how I feel.
I'd be shaking like a leaf if I didn't have 4 of these standing here next to the edge. I'm not about the heights.
It's a confidence too.
But yeah, it's, you know, if you live a healthy lifestyle, it's perfect for like when you do leave the gym and come home for the night, you have like a nice meal. And if you're eating healthy, that's one aspect of life that's good. But then you don't want to be like, well, I do like to unwind a little bit and have like, you know, a red wine or a beer or something, and then kind of feel like you just put that healthy food in, and now you're gonna like taint that
Right,
with,
right.
with
It's
like
like a
some
perfect compliment to that.
yeah.
It's like I could even with the flavors, as far as the fact that they actually use like the essence of alcohol. A lot of times I would do when I did drink alcohol, like food pairings. I think you could do a lot of the same kind of things with these flavors. There's
Yeah.
such a wide spectrum of just like spice and sweet, and just like the fact you can tell that a true mixologist came up with these different craft flavors. It's awesome.
If this was a party with alcohol, everybody would not even be quiet right now. They would all be doing their own.
We'd all have like
Everybody's
that dead
like
stare.
chilling.
you know?
Dead stare.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
People arguing and stuff.
Yeah, how many of these do you think would have got dropped over the ledge?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like it's a totally different vibe.
Definitely.
So guys, this is the big man here, my dad. He's the one that taught me everything I know as far as business goes, how to be a young entrepreneur. And as you can tell, we think very much alike. We did not coordinate wearing the exact same outfit today, but like father, like son, I guess. So Dad, thanks so much for coming out. And I appreciate it. This couldn't have been possible without your guidance and help.
Happy to do it. I'm so proud of him. He has done such an amazing job. Such a great entrepreneur and such a great person.
Cheers. Cheers.
Estamos aquí en la introducción de High Spirit, un producto excelente, deberían de probarlo, es un producto que tiene CBD y si no estás familiarizado con CBD deberías, porque es un producto que te ayuda con inflamación, que te ayuda con tensión, que te ayuda con muchas cosas. So, deberías de probarlo aquí para las personas de Houston que hablan español, Maidalis, CBD High Spirit.
E aí pessoal de Houston, Donzani aqui, trazendo CBD High Spirits para vocês. Bebida feita com CBD, que ajuda aí no tratamento de inflamações, relaxamento muscular. E não, a bebida não é alcoólica, então a gente pode tomar. Eu sou atleta, lutador de Bellator, se você não me conhece, fique ligado. E recomendo para vocês High Spirits, guys. Saúde.
I had such a fun time at the High Spirits launch party. I've had, this is my second peach elderflower mojito. I've had one of every other flavor. Love it. Can't wait for the world to try it. Cheers.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a skeptic. This is my first time trying something like this, and High Spirits won me over, man. I feel like my spirit has been lifted.
So we just wrapped up what was the first of many amazing parties for High Spirits here in Houston. We had some people that were very familiar with CBD, some people that had no idea what it was. It all kind of came together, had a few drinks, shared some laughs. It was really a great time. So it was a great way. I couldn't think of a better way for us to kick it off here in Houston. And we're gonna be hitting the shelves here very soon. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe below and come on this journey with us. It's gonna be pretty amazing. Thanks so much.